Everywhere you look, people are chasing success, working longer hours, sacrificing weekends, juggling side hustles, trying to break through the financial ceiling. They're driven, passionate, determined. But despite all that effort, many still find themselves spinning their wheels. They push forward with intensity but see little growth, no breakthrough, no true wealth. And this raises a question that too few dare to ask. If hard work alone created millionaires, wouldn't every labor be rich by now? The truth unsettling for some, but liberating for others. The reality is this success doesn't reward those who work the hardest. It rewards those who work the smartest, inside the right systems. Behind every financially free individual, behind every self-made millionaire lies something invisible to the average person: a model, a blueprint, a structure that multiplies money even when effort stays the same, or sometimes decreases. This is the silent blueprint of millionaires. It's not luck. It's not magic. And it's not even talent. It's leverage powered by strategy. Think of the most successful businesses or individuals in the world. They aren't rich because they put in more hours than everyone else. In fact, many of them work fewer hours than the average employee. What separates them is the vehicle they're in, the model they've chosen, a business model that doesn't just pay, but scales. That doesn't just survive, but multiplies wealth. Some people are walking a mountain with bricks on their backs, while others are taking a high-speed elevator to the top. The difference is not discipline. It's direction. Let's strip away the illusion. Most people are taught to trade time for money. The job pays hourly. The side hustle requires constant effort. The freelance gig depends on how many clients can be juggled in a day. But there's a ceiling to this method, a brutal, fixed ceiling. There are only 24 hours in a day. At some point, time runs out, energy fades, and income flatlines. But business models, the right ones, they don't follow that rule. The wealthy learn this early. When you're stuck in the game of trading time for money, you are renting your life. But when you build or operate inside a scalable model, you are owning your freedom. You are earning without burning out. You are building assets, structures that continue producing income long after you've stopped actively working. Here's the core: shifting people who get rich don't sell their time. They sell results. They sell systems. They sell solutions at scale. They find models that allow them to serve not just one person, but 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, without multiplying their labor. It's not that they've cracked a secret no one else has access to. The models are public. The opportunities are visible. The markets are open. But most people are still too busy grinding, scrolling, or doubting to notice them, because society glorifies effort, not effectiveness. It praises the person who works 80 hours a week, even if they're broke, over the one who works 10 hours a week and earns more than a doctor. That narrative is broken. That mindset expensive. It's time to change the script. The real game begins when effort is backed by leverage. When you move from chasing money to building machines that print it. When you stop selling hours and start creating offers that scale without you. And that starts with understanding business models that work while you sleep, earn while you rest, and grow while you think. Imagine a product you build once, but sell 1,000 times. A digital asset that requires no warehouse, no shipping, no staff, but generates revenue around the clock. Imagine a service that's packaged into a monthly subscription. People sign up once, and the revenue comes in predictably month after month while you improve it at your own pace. Imagine an affiliate model where you don't even create the product. You simply connect buyers to value and get paid over and over again for your influence. That's not fantasy. That's the digital economy. That's the world we live in now. And every day, people with fewer resources, less experience, and smaller networks are using these models to break out of the paycheck to paycheck loop and into scalable system-driven wealth. Here's the most important truth in business: isn't about starting big. It's about starting smart. The most successful empires began with a simple, scalable idea, not flashy, not complicated, just strategic. They knew where the leverage was, and they built around it. Look closely, and you'll see a pattern. The people who make millions don't chase money randomly. They study the mechanics of wealth. They understand markets. They learn how to position themselves. They pick business models that fit the future, not just their feelings. And most importantly, they take calculated action. That's what separates those who grow fast from those who stay stuck. Now ask yourself, what game are you playing? Are you building a business or are you building a trap? Are you creating leverage or are you just creating work? Are you operating inside a model that multiplies value or one that just consumes your time? Because in today's world, the difference between financial freedom and frustration is not effort. It's the vehicle you're riding in. Some vehicles move fast. Some take you nowhere. Some are fueled by time. Others are fueled by systems. So here's the challenging: stop glorifying struggle. Start pursuing structure. Stop trying to win with muscle. Win with models. Because the truth is clear, the right business model inside the right market can do more for your wealth than 10 years of hard work in the wrong direction. Once you understand this, you stop chasing tactics. You stop drowning in noise. And you stop fearing failure. And you start focusing on frameworks that actually build wealth. So before you take another step, pause. Look around. Study what's really working. Look at how money is made in the new economy. Observe the models that scale, offers that repeat, the products that go viral, not by luck, but by design. And think, choose your path wisely. Because the blueprint is already out there, quiet, proving. You just need to follow it. Every entrepreneur wants to make money, but very few understand how money is made at scale. They launch ideas. They sell products. They start services. But their income remains stuck, unpredictable, or painfully slow. Why? Because they're operating without understanding what truly makes a business model profitable. Success doesn't come from simply having a good product or a strong work ethic. Those are basic requirements. Profitability, especially sustainable profitability, requires structure, strategy, a clear understanding of why some business models create financial freedom while others create stress, stagnation, and burnout. Let's break down the truth that separates struggling businesses from those that generate millions. Profitable business models are engineered, not improvised. They aren't the result of luck or guesswork. They are built on core principles that make them resilient, scalable, and rewarding. These principles don't just increase income, they multiply it. Let's unpack these key traits. Because if a business model doesn't have most or all of these, it's built to exhaust, not expand. 1, scalability, the power to grow without growing workload. This is the heart of $1 million model. Scalability is the ability to grow revenue without growing your time investment equal proportion. Think of a freelancer. They take on a client, get paid, deliver the work, and repeat the process. Their income is locked to their calendar. If they want more money, they need more hours or higher rates. But there's a ceiling. Eventually, there aren't enough hours in the day and clients will push back on pricing. Now contrast that with someone who creates a digital course, builds a subscription software, or sells a template. They build it once and sell it to 10 people, then 100, then 1,000. No new labor required per sale. Revenue scales, but the effort stays largely the same. That's scalability. It's how ordinary people create extraordinary income. A profitable business model never traps the creator. It frees them. It separates income from labor. It grows without grinding. If a business only earns more when you work more, it's not a system, it's a prison too. Recurring revenue and predictability is power. One-time sales are great, but they're unstable. They keep you on a treadmill, constantly chasing the next deal, the next customer, the paycheck. Now imagine this, you wake up and your revenue is already accounted for. Customers are billed automatically. Sales come in while you sleep. This is not fantasy. This is recurring revenue, the lifeblood of profitable business models. Subscriptions, memberships, retainers, service contracts. These models bring consistency to cash flow. And in business, predictability is power. When revenue is predictable, decision-making becomes strategic, not desperate. You can hire. You can market. You can scale because you're not guessing. You're planning. The most successful models aren't just built for big launches. They're built for monthly momentum. They create income that continues, whether or not you make another sale today. That's how wealth compounds. Not through chaos, but through consistency. 3, high profit margins. Keep what you earn revenue means nothing if the margins are thin. What matters is what you keep, not just what you make. A business model with high expenses, bloated teams, and heavy infrastructure might make $1 million, but only keep a fraction. On the other hand, a lean digital product, a scalable software tool, or an affiliate program might make less gross, but keep more net. Profit margins are where wealth is made. It's the oxygen of a thriving business. Here's where most get it wrong. They chase top-line numbers. They think success is in the size of the sale. But smart entrepreneurs design models where delivery is cheap, fulfillment is fast, and costs are controlled. That's why SaaS companies, online course creators, and digital marketers are often more profitable than traditional retailers. There's no inventory, no shipping, no massive payroll. Just high value delivered digitally with low cost. If a model bleeds cash, it can't grow. But if it prints profit with every sale, it becomes unstoppable. For automation and leverage systems that run without you, the most profitable models don't just scale. They automate. They create systems where technology does the heavy lifting, not human sweat. Automation doesn't just save time. It builds freedom. It reduces mistakes. It creates consistency. And in today's world, automation is no longer a luxury. It's a requirement. Automated email sequences, scheduled content, AI-driven customer service, e-commerce fulfillment systems, CRM pipelines, payment processors. The tools exist. The infrastructure is available. The only question is whether you're using them, because profitable businesses remove the human bottleneck. They design systems that work even when you don't. That's the difference between a business that pays the bills and a business that builds empires. 5, low overhead, less baggage, more speed. A profitable model doesn't need to be complex. It doesn't need a downtown office or a warehouse. In fact, the leaner the operation, the faster it moves, and the more it keeps. Digital businesses in particular have mastered this. One person can now run what used to take teams of 50. Software can replace staff. Cloud platforms can replace servers. Freelancers can replace full-time employees. Low overhead means high flexibility. You can pivot, you can test, you can survive storms. Big corporations collapse under weight, but lean businesses sprint ahead. Especially in early stages, overhead is the silent killer. Profitable models eliminate waste and stay agile. If your model requires thousands just to survive each month, you're always under pressure. But if it requires little to run, you're always in control. 6, clear value delivery, solving pain fast. Lastly, and most importantly, a profitable business model solves real problems for real people with real urgency. If the value isn't clear, the business won't scale. If the customer doesn't feel the benefit immediately, they won't pay, no matter how clever the branding is. The most successful models aren't built on ideas. They're built on solutions. They take people from pain to peace, from chaos to clarity, from confusion to competence. Profitable models don't try to be everything to everyone. They pick a clear audience. They solve a specific problem. They deliver a tangible result. And they make that value so obvious that people don't hesitate to pay. Confusion kills conversion, but clarity creates customers. In summary, a profitable business model is more than a good idea. It's more than passion. It's more than hustle. It's a system, intelligently built on a foundation of Q, scalability, recurring revenue, high profit margins, automation, low overhead, and clear value delivery. These principles don't just build income, they build freedom. They build wealth. They allow you to own your time, control your growth, and create something that outlives your labor. Every model that makes millions has these fundamentals baked in. Strip away the hype, and this is what remains. These are the gears that turn silently in the background of every business empire. And if you want to build one, it starts here. Choose the model that works for you, but make sure it follows this formula. Because when the model's right, success stops being a grind and starts becoming inevitable. Not all business models are created equal. Some are designed to survive. Others are designed to scale. Some keep you busy. Others make you wealthy. The difference lies in their architecture. A scalable model isn't just about making money. It's about creating a machine that runs, grows, and compounds wealth with precision. a machine that doesn't need constant input, constant decisions, or constant struggle. The internet didn't just connect the world. It changed the rules of business forever. Now, anyone, anywhere, can build a global income stream from a small room with a laptop and an idea. But that opportunity only becomes real when paired with the right model. Let's explore the models that have proven time again to turn average people into millionaires. These aren't trends, aren't fads. These are frameworks. They work when executed with intention, and they scale when combined with the right offer, market, and mindset. 1. Software as a service, SaaS, build once, sell forever. This is one of the most powerful models in the digital economy. It starts with a simple premising: solve a recurring problem with a digital tool and charge a monthly fee for access. A CRM, a project management tool, a marketing automation system, even niche-specific solutions like booing platforms for personal trainers or content planners for creators. Why does SaaS scale so beautifully? The product is built once, but serves an unlimited number of users. Delivery is instant. There's no packaging, no shipping, no waiting. It operates on recurring revenue. Every customer becomes part of a predictable stream. The model supports global scale from day one. Profit margins are high. Churn is manageable. And if the software solves a real pain point, customers stay for years. The beauty of SaaS isn't just in what it earns, but in how predictably and passively it grows when built correctly. 2. Online education, sell expertise, not hours. The knowledge economy is exploding. People aren't just buying information. They're buying transformation. They want to learn faster, execute smarter, grow quicker, and they're willing to pay for it. Online education, whether in the form of digital courses, group coaching, membership sites, or hybrid programs, has created a path to scale for anyone with expertise. The power of this model lies in one-to-many delivery. Instead of trading time for money, a creator packages their knowledge into a system that can be sold again and again with no limit. Whether it's teaching how to invest, code, write, cook, or scale a business, people want outcomes, and they will for clear, focused solutions. This model scales because digital delivery means zero shipping or physical fulfillment. Content can be pre-recorded or automated. Value grows over time. Each update increases the price, not the cost. When done right, a course can generate revenue for years with minor updates and create deep impact at scale. 3. E-commerce with private labeling control the brand, scale the profits. The days of drop shipping low quality products are fading. The new game is brand ownership. Private labeling allows entrepreneurs to take control, build a trusted product line, own the packaging, control the margins, and create real brand equity. When paired with platforms like Amazon FBA, Shopify, or TikTok Shop, the reach is massive. The key to scale here isn't selling random items. It's building a story around a product. This model scales because once the supply chain is set, fulfillment becomes semi-automated. Ads and influencers can drive volume quickly. Repeat buyers fuel growth through brand loyalty. Margins improve as volume increases. The strongest e-commerce businesses don't just sell products. They sell lifestyles. They create an identity around their offer, and that identity multiplies. 4. Subscription services and membership model solves predictable income. Loyal customers, there is unmatched power in monthly billing. Subscriptions are everywhere. Netflix, Spotify, gym membership, software, coaching communities, curated boxes. And for good reason. This model does something magical. It shifts the focus from acquisition to retention. The goal becomes not how many sales today, but how long can I keep this customer? And the longer they stay, the higher the lifetime value, the holy grail of business. Subscriptions scale well because revenue is predictable. Value delivery can be systemized. Community builds around the brand. Growth compounds as retention improves, whether run a niche newsletter and an online coaching community or a product-based membership box. The real engine is trust and consistency. When people get value monthly, they keep coming back. 5, affiliate marketing promote, don't produce. Not everyone wants to build the product. And in many cases, you don't have to. Affiliate marketing allows you to earn commissions by promoting products or services built by others. You drive the traffic, generate the leads, and earn a slice of every sale without having to worry about fulfillment, refunds, or customer service. This model is ideal for those who want to scale through influence rather than infrastructure. Why it works, see, zero production cost, no need to manage inventory or logistics. Scales with traffic and content, not labor. Great for creators, bloggers, YouTubers, and digital marketers. When paired with automated funnels and evergreen content, affiliate marketing can generate passive income at scale. And with recurring commissions from SaaS, for example, it becomes a digital royalty stream. 6, marketplaces and platforms connect. Don't create some of the biggest businesses in the world. Don't create the product. They connect the buyer and the seller. Airbnb doesn't own real estate. Uber doesn't own cars. Etsy doesn't produce crafts. They provide a platform where others transact, and they take a percentage. If you can build a marketplace, whether for products, services, or talent, you own the infrastructure, not the inventory. This model is incredibly scalable because each transaction creates revenue. User-generated supply fuels growth. Network effects increase platform value over time. Marketplaces grow through trust, ease of use, and community. If you can build a solution where buyers and sellers both benefit, you create a scalable engine that runs 24/7. Which model is right for you? There is no one size fits all. Each model has different startup requirements, different strengths, and different speeds, but they all share one thing: they scale. They are designed to separate time from income. They are designed to multiply value without multiplying stress. And they are designed to reward execution, not just effort. You don't need $1 million idea. You need $1 million model and the willingness to learn, launch, refine, and repeat. Pick the model that fits your strengths. Start small. Build momentum. Don't chase what's flashy. Chase what's scalable, because the path to millions isn't built on trends. It's built on models that last. A great business model is only half the equation. The other half, the market you enter, because no matter how smart your system is, if demand isn't there, growth will be slow, unpredictable, and painful. But enter the right market at the right time, and even a simple idea can explode. Markets are everything. They determine the urgency, the volume, the price point, and even how much attention your message receives. And the fastest growing business today aren't just well designed, they're planted in soil that's rich with demand. Money doesn't flow evenly. It moves in concentrated streams. It pours into areas of pain, pressure, and priority. When people desperately want solutions, they spend freely, frequently, and with focus. Let's explore the most lucrative and explosive markets right now. Markets where smart entrepreneurs are building scalable million-dollar ventures without the need for massive capital or teams. 1. AI and automation tools that save time and think smarter. The AI revolution isn't coming. It's here, and it's creating billion-dollar waves across every industry. From customer service chatbots to AI-driven marketing tools, from voice cloning to predictive analytics, the need for smarter, faster, and more automated systems is growing by the minute. Why is this market so explosive? Businesses are desperate to cut costs and increase efficiency. Consumers want simplicity. AI-powered tools help them do more with less. New tools can be sold globally, with high margins and rapid adoption. But the real opportunity isn't just building AI, it's simplifying it. The winners in this space will be those who bridge the gap between powerful technology and easy-to-use solutions. Whether it's a SaaS tool for automating social media, an AI writing assistant, or a plugin that boosts productivity, this market is a goldmine for scalable, software-driven models. 2. Health wellness in longevity. The business of better living health is no longer a niche. It's a global obsession. From mental clarity to physical transformation, from anti-aging to biohacking, and people are investing in their well-being like never before. This market spans everything from fitness programs and meal plans, mental health apps and online therapy supplements, and longevity products, digital courses on mindfulness, sleep, and stress relief. Here's the key: pain and desire both drive action. And in this market, both are intense. People will spend thousands to lose weight, feel better, look younger, or sleep deeper, especially when the results feel personalized and achievable. Scalable business models in this space include subscription boxes, digital coaching, premium content platforms, and product-based e-commerce with branded supplements or wellness devices. If you can help someone look better, feel stronger, or live longer, you're not just selling a product. You're selling hope, and hope is priceless. 3, financial education wealth tools, the new gold rush in a world of inflation, job instability, and financial anxiety. One thing is certain: everyone wants more control over their money. That's why financial education, once reserved for the elite, is now exploding in the mainstream. People want to learn how to invest, crypto, stocks, real estate, how to manage debt and build credit, how to earn passive income, how to build businesses and create financial freedom. And they don't want it in boring lectures. They want fast, visual, results-driven content. The market is booming with personal finance YouTube channels and paid newsletters, investing courses and digital training communities, budgeting apps and tools, financial coaching, and accountability groups. When people feel overwhelmed financially, they spend because the pain is real. If you can simplify complex ideas and empower others to take control of their money, you enter a market with deep emotional fuel and massive upside. 4, remote work, digital services, creator tools, the new workforce economy. Work has left the office, and the entire world is adapting to a decentralized, digital-first way of producing, collaborating, and earning. This shift has created massive demand for tools and services that support freelancers and digital entrepreneurs, online teams and virtual assistants, content creators and coaches, everyone from YouTubers to ghostwriters, video editors to email marketers, is looking for easier ways to manage clients, more efficient ways to deliver services, systems that help them scale beyond solo work, what's booming right now. A CRM platforms built for freelancers, online marketplaces for digital services, for template stores, Notion, Canva, ClickUp, a tech, content planning, and automation tools. If you can build a service, software, or system that saves time, improves delivery, or enhances productivity for this digital workforce, you tap into a market that's not just growing, it's redefining the economy. 5, sustainability in ethical living, the rise of the conscious consumer, a silent transformation, is sweeping through global markets. People are buying with their values. Consumers are no longer just price-driven, they're purpose-driven. They care about sustainability, ethics, environmental impact, social responsibility, and they're proving it with their wallets. This trend is igniting growth. Eco-friendly e-commerce brands, reusable, biodegradable, low-waste, and ethical fashion and zero-waste packaging, plant-based and cruelty-free products, clean energy devices, and educational content. The new buyer asks you, where was this made? Who made it? What's the environmental impact? Brands that align with these values earn loyalty, referrals, and premium pricing. Scalable opportunities in this space include private label eco products, affiliate partnerships with ethical brands, sustainable subscription boxes, and digital education around conscious living. This market is no longer niche, it's mainstream. And those who align business with integrity will see growth not just in revenue, but in global resonance, digital education and learning platforms. The evolution of knowledge, the classroom, has moved online, and education will never be the same. People aren't waiting for schools to teach them what they need. They're going direct, learning from individuals, creators, entrepreneur and experts through micro-learning platforms, skill-based video courses, niche certification programs, AI, personalized learning tools, from coding to cooking, storytelling to self-mastery. Education is now democratized. If you can create engaging, outcome-based learning experiences, the market is hungry. Even better, if you can build tools for educators. Templates, platforms, plugins, and frameworks. You can scale even faster by serving the teachers, not just the students. Knowledge is now a product, and those who know how to package it, deliver it, and sell it at scale build unstoppable momentum. Choose the right market, and you multiply everything. The model is your engine, but the market is your fuel. Get both right, and the journey accelerates. Even a basic idea can become a 6- or 7-figure machine when it lives inside the right market. The most successful entrepreneurs don't just follow passion, they follow demand. They ask them, where is the urgency? Where is the pain? Where is the money already moving? Because when you align your business with real human need, you don't have to beg for attention. You solve a problem people already want solved. And when you bring that solution into a market that's expanding, You don't grow incrementally. You grow exponentially. The business models are out there. The markets are ready. The tools have never been more accessible. So why are so few people actually creating wealth? Why do millions of people with access to the internet, information, and opportunity remain stuck? Financially, mentally, emotionally. It's not because the game is rigged. It's not because success is reserved for the few. It's because most people miss the opportunity completely. They don't see it, or worse, they do see it, but walk away from it. And it all comes down to one word belief. The mindset that silently destroys potential. Most people have been conditioned, not educated. They've been taught to follow rules, not break patterns, taught to seek permission, not build paths, taught that security lies in jobs, salaries, and survival, not in ownership, strategy, and scale. This mindset is not a personal flaw. It's a systemic one. Society teaches people how to fit in, not how to break out. So when an opportunity shows up, a scalable model, a growing market, a chance to build, it's often ignored, ridiculed, or delayed in the name of playing it safe. But here's the harsh truthing. The real risk is not trying. The real danger is staying stuck, playing small, and waking up 5 years from now in the exact same place. Or worse. People don't fear the work. They fear the unknown, and the unknown is where wealth is built. Doubt disguised as logic, the mind, is powerful. And when untrained, it becomes a professional excuse factory. It's not the right time. I don't have the skills. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What will people say? These aren't questions. They're walls. Invisible, self-built, and deeply reinforced over years of societal conditioning. Most people aren't held back by reality. They're held back by the story they tell themselves about reality. And that story is usually based on fear, not fact. Because here's the truth, and nobody starts fully prepared. Nobody starts with all the answers. Nobody starts fearless. They start despite the fear. They start messy. They start small. But most importantly, they start. Perfectionism, the enemy of progress, one of the biggest killers of opportunity, is perfectionism. Waiting for the perfect idea, the perfect time, the perfect product, the perfect logo, the perfect conditions. But perfection is a trap. It looks responsible on the surface, but underneath, it's just a fear of judgment. The winners in business are not those who wait for flawless execution. They are the ones who take action quickly, learn faster, and adjust relentlessly. Momentum beats mastery every time. Because in real business, speed is leverage. Waiting doesn't protect your dream. It starves it. Meanwhile, someone else with fewer resources, less experience, and a messier plan just launched. They're learning, testing, growing, and soon passing everyone who's still preparing. The comfort zone is expensive people clinging to comfort. But comfort has a cost, one they don't see until it's too late. The cost of a dream deferred. The cost of never discovering what you're capable of. The cost of watching others succeed with the ideas you had years ago. Comfort isn't bad, but when it becomes the goal, it kills ambition. Comfort says, stay safe. Opportunity says, step up. Most people miss the opportunity not because it wasn't there, but because it didn't feel familiar. But nothing great is born inside the comfort zone. Growth begins at the edge of discomfort, and wealth lies beyond it. Overconsumption, under-execution, we live in the age of information. There's no shortage of knowledge. Tutorials, podcasts, courses, guides, everything is available instantly. And yet so many remain stuck. Why? Because they consume endlessly, but rarely execute. They binge on strategy, but avoid the start button. They collect knowledge, but never convert it into movement. Information isn't power. Applied information is. The people who win don't just know more. They do more with what they know. They test, fail, tweak, relaunch, repeat. They move from theory to practice faster than everyone else. That's how mastery is built. That's how success is built. That's how wealth is built. Waiting for permission, many are still waiting, consciously or unconsciously, for someone to say, go, a sign, a partner, an investor, a blessing, a guarantee. But in business, no one gives permission. No one hands out approval slips. If you want the opportunity, you claim it. You step into it. You stop asking, am I ready? And start saying, let's find out. Because readiness is not a condition, it's a decision. Confidence is not a starting point. It's a byproduct of movement. The longer you wait, the colder the opportunity gets. The more you hesitate, the more the market moves on without you. The illusion of the right time. This is the lie that delays more dreams than any other. I'll start when the time is right. But the perfect time doesn't exist. There will always be noise, distractions, doubts, responsibilities, risks. The timing never feels perfect because comfort will always resist change, the truth. The right time is now, not because the stars have aligned, but because your future is being decided in this moment by the choices you make today. 5 years from now, you'll look back, and the question won't be, was the market ready? It will be, was I ready? You are. Why most people miss it, but you don't have to. Here's the final, the opportunity isn't going to knock louder. The world won't slow down and wait for you to feel ready, but you don't have to miss it. You can wake up. You can rewrite the story. You can shift from hesitation to execution. The models are in front of you. The markets are moving. The tools are accessible. The demand is high. What's missing is your decision. The decision to go beyond fear. The decision to build, even when it's imperfect. The decision to become the kind of person who sees opportunity and acts on it, because the world doesn't reward those who hesitate. It rewards those who move while others are still thinking. You've seen the models. You've learned the principles. You understand the markets. You know why most people fail and what separates those who rise. Now, the spotlight turns to you. This is the moment where the dream stops being an idea and starts becoming a decision. Because no matter how much strategy you absorb, how many courses you collect, or how many ideas you brainstorm, nothing changes until you do. Every great business, every profitable model, every market-leading company began the same way with someone saying, I'm done waiting. I'm building now. That someone can be you. Your advantage is not money, it's clarity. You don't need millions in the bank to start. You don't need a fancy degree, a team of developers, or an investor's permission. What you need is clarity. Clarity on the model you choose. Clarity on the market you serve. Clarity on the problem you solve. Clarity on the outcome you deliver. Everything else, skills, tools, tactics, can be learned. But without clarity, you'll drown in indecision and die in delay. So ask yourself, what do I know that solves a real problem? What market am I drawn to? And does it have real demand? What model excites me, energizes me, and scales with time? What small action can I take today to build momentum? Because clarity creates courage, and courage creates movement, and movement creates results. One bold decision can change everything. Most people wait for change to come from the world. But change happens when you decide to stop being a spectator and become a builder. This is not about motivation. This is about ownership, because no opportunity means anything until it meets action. You've seen how scalable business works. You've seen how powerful markets are rising. You've seen how people with fewer resources and less experience are building businesses that change their lives. So what are you waiting for? Permission, certainty, a guarantee. There are none. There is only the choice in front of you. And that choice is not about being perfect. It's about being in motion. Start ugly. Start small. Start now. You don't need to launch a 6-figure business on day one. You need to start something that aligns with scale, serves real people, and gets you into the game. Your first product might be rough. Your first sale might be slow. Your first system might be messy. Good. That's how growth begins. Don't chase perfection. Chase progress. Because every master was once a beginner. Every success story was once an experiment. Every empire was once an idea scribbled on a napkin. But they started. And that's what matters most. You already have what it takes. Look around at the world right now. Millions of people stuck in systems that are broken. Millions more following old paths that no longer work. But then there's a growing wave of builders, thinkers, creators, entrepreneurs. They didn't wait for the economy to fix itself. They didn't wait for job security. They created their own security through systems, through sales, through ownership. What do they have that you don't? Not more intelligence, not more time, more luck. What they had was this They believed it was possible for them. And that belief, it changes everything. Because once you believe, you start. Once you start, you learn. Once you learn, you adapt. And once you adapt, you win. You're not lacking capacity. You're not lacking potential. You're not too late. You're just one decision away from building your future. Don't just consume. Conquer by now. You've heard enough. This speech wasn't just made to educate. It was made to activate. It's time to step out of the loop, learning forever, and step into implementation. Pick a lane. Pick a model. Pick a problem to solve. Build a product. Offer a service. Launch a landing page. Send the email. Write the pitch. Stop waiting for everything to line up. You don't need all the answers before you begin. You just need enough information to take the next step. And when you take that step, everything changes because action gives you what information never will: momentum, experience, confidence, data, results. So stop preparing, start doing. It's not about who you are today. It's about who you decide to become. The version of you who builds a scalable business, the version of you who earns while you sleep, the version of you who creates leverage instead of labor, that version is already inside you, waiting, ready. But it's not going to emerge through thinking. It emerges through choosing. Choosing, stop consuming. Choosing to start building. Choosing to act in alignment with your future, not your fears. Who do you want to become? Because the market is moving. The window is open, and the future won't wait. Final words: what you do next matters. This is the moment. Right now, this second, you can go back to your routine. You can let this message fade into noise. You can tell yourself you'll start next month, or you can choose to shift. You can choose to rise. You can choose to build. Your life doesn't change when the world changes. Your life changes when you do. This is not hype. This is not theory. This is real. This is happening. This is your chance. The models work. The markets are moving. The only variable left is you. So take the idea, take the strategy, take the spark, and turn it into action. Because at the end of the day, the question is simpleg: will you watch others wing, or will you become one of them? It's your turn now.